Hello everyone, this is Jeff Kirby, the Philly Mummer Costumer with JMK Costuming and Show Design. Today, I want to talk to you about this pegboard I picked up yesterday. I've been getting these materials from a former Mummer costumer. He used to make costumes for the comic clubs. He's loading me up with a bunch of stuff, and he told me to take this. I didn't think anything of it. I got into the car, closed the door. I was sent back about 35 to 40 years, walking into a string band club with my grandfather. For those who don't know, and you're just getting into this Mummer thing, each Mummer organization has their own clubhouse. It's like a fraternity. Especially back then, they all had their own identity when you walked into a clubhouse. So their history was plastered everywhere. But the one thing that they all had in common was they all had this common smell. And when you would walk into a string band club, you knew you could go in blindfolded and you knew you were in a string band club. I closed the door, turned the car on yesterday with this thing in the back, and I was sent back. I was there with my grandfather again. I was listening to the old big string band sound again. Maybe not even for a second, but it was there. Everything just went through my head, and It reminded me of this documentary that's out there called Who's Havin' Fun? It was filmed from the end of 1979 into 1980. It's almost an hour long. I'm going to tag that documentary right after this video. But it's just incredible how, a piece of wood can bring back so many memories. Walking in. I used to be a Harrogate string band almost every week with my grandfather. Furco string band, a lot. Polish American string band, a lot. I used to sit there with the old Captain Ray Daniel Lovage, and my grandfather was a designer. So every week we were out at string band, every Tuesday night. And I just remember these clubs. The Polish American used to rehearse at the old PA club right off of 95. But man, yeah, this thing just brought back a lot of memories. So I'm going to share that documentary with you now. It's called Who's Havin' Fun? Directed by Philadelphia native Laurence Salzmann, and he made it along with Jonathan Greene. So enjoy. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.
Drinking all the beer.
What's on my buddy? Some beer?
Happy New Year to you. A new year, a new decade of mummery is about to unfold. We could not ask for nicer weather. Some 23,000 mummers are set to strut up the street. We have nothing but sunshine to report today. Winds out of the northeast at about 5 miles per hour. Ideal conditions. The coldest parade was back in 1918 when it was 5 degrees. The warmest, 1973, when it was 62. So we are right in between. We're all set to go. The fun and the excitement.
Shooting or mumming is a tradition long associated with Philadelphia. It dates back to the arrival of the old world immigrant groups such as Swedes, Irish, Germans, Italians, and English. In an area of South Philadelphia called the Net, groups of men and boys would shoot off guns to mark the New Year on New Year's Eve. They became known as New Year shooters. These men would go from house to house reciting a rhyme that went something like this. Here we stand before your door, just as we did the year before. Give us whiskey, give us gin, open the door and let us in. Then they would go in, play a little music, drink, eat, come back out, and go to the next house on their agenda. At the turn of the century, in an attempt to formalize as well as to control these groups, the city decided to invite the mummers to march up Broad Street to celebrate the coming of the 20th century. The various groups competed for prizes, such as was the early form of today's complex parade, in which there are 4 divisions: the comic, fancy clubs, fancy brigades, and string bands. In 1981, 25,000 mummers marched up Broad Street. And marching with these mummers from the earliest days has been one song, "Oh, Dem Golden Slippers," written in 1879 by James A. Bland, a black man who also wrote "Carry Me Back to Old Virginia." In a controversial court decision prompted by an NAACP suit in 1963, blackface was banned from the parade. But traditions die hard. Being a mummer is a way of life. For the mummers, their clubhouses serve as centers for year-round activities that culminate in front of the judges' stand at City Hall on New Year's Day.
I'll say 90% of our friends, my wife's and I's friends, are connected in some way with the mummers. They belong to other brigades, or they belong to a string band or whatever. And everything we do socially usually is for the man of mummers. If we go bowling with another couple, it's usually a mummers couple we go bowling with. If we go to a $5 night, we go to a $5 night that's helping a mummers club out. And if not our club, some other club, whatever the case may be, It's very rare that I go out with anybody other than the mummers. We kind of stay within ourselves, I guess, We have a lot of things in common.
5:30. You know what I always wanted to do on TV? Serious. He's the one. You'll believe me, won't you? I always wanted to take my pants down and show me bare ass on TV. I just wanted to see what would happen. These are 2 screws? Yeah. G, 54. You know what I mean? I love it. I love it. I really love it. I enjoy it. It's such a good time. You know what I mean? And this is it. Next, what? We got a week until Christmas. 2 weeks until New Year's. This time, next Monday night, be drunken on the skunk. 2 weeks from now. G, 51.
Give me another beer. This here's a function to help us raise money for our suits. And these women have supported us all year. So what we do is give them a jar of candy, a little corsage, a couple little drinks, and it's on a club for them supporting us all year. Without them, we couldn't make the street New Year's Day. Simple as that. So this is just a little token, you know, of our appreciation towards them. And this is Mike. He's the chief cook. We got a little bit different words. Mike's the kitchen. Where is the suit? B. We can say B. They'll bleep it. But Mike is the kitchen B.
Right. That's one. Anyone else? One bingo. I will play the L. Oh, 61.
Lay them on top of that. Like you do, lay them on top of the wood. Okay, that's complete ones. Yeah, well, lay them on top of the wood.
They're not going to sandwich it now, Ed. We'll put power orders in the back.
Basically, our club, the costume itself, we pay someone to do that, a professional costume. James May Bridal Shop is the guy who does it, does a real good job for us. It's become so involved anymore that individual people just can't. You need a tailoring skill to build suits today. But where we do our own work is on the back pieces. It entails a lot of work in that you need men to donate their time after work, after working 8 or 10 hours a day. Then we all have to come around the club for the last 6 weeks of the year and start preparing to get the work done. We need welders. We need guys who come around to cut out patterns. And we need regular guys who don't have any particular skill but can cut out cardboard, cut out material, and glue mirrors to back pieces and things like that. It's a real team effort we have to put into it this time.
If you do, you're going to have to go darker. I went down to see about paint today, too.
I talked to
the orange vest up here.
a line color. He said he wants the iridescent green for the devil to win.
It'd be too much trouble to try to get that.
It's iridescent green.
I mean, that dark glitter we got. For what? And glue it, and when you take it, glue everything, and then just throw the glitter right on everything.
Could do that. Same difference with the paint, though, isn't it? And then if it falls off, the paint will color, the color.
Right.
We knock them off, put them in there, and start.
We have 16 father and son combinations with us this year. We also have included in that 3 father, son, and grandson combinations. And one of them was the originator of the club, Bud Wicker. He has himself marching, his 3 sons, and now for the second year he's going to have his grandson.
That'll be a lot easier when they bring them bags up, though, you know?
Sure, well,
Won't be no...
take less time.
It'll be easier when they try them on, too. This way they won't have them all over the
Okay.
place. What do you got?
Next one will be Joe Shuey.
Joe Shuey?
Somebody else is getting his suit up.
Yeah, I know. Okay, Shuey Senior is crossed off. I don't have anything at all for Shuey.
Let's put it aside.
I make that... Put it over here.
Put this one aside.
Put this over here, and then we'll hang this up over here.
Okay.
All right, what do you got?
Ed Morrison.
Morrison. Do you have his whole suit?
I don't know. I want to check the
Because,
pants.
yeah, the pants are what we had the extras of. Okay, Eddie's 34, fits the whole thing. But who's the other pants belong to
Eddie
then?
Morrison.
A lot of people at work ask me why I put in so much time, and it's because I enjoy doing it, and they wonder why. They say, Rich, why are you always down at Quaker City all the time? You spend a lot of time there and you don't even get a cent for it. Well, no, I don't expect any money for it because the reward is at the end of the year when New Year's Day comes and you see how beautiful the suits are. That is your reward. The money isn't everything. It's an inner satisfaction.
Last year, what do you got?
Let's see.
Tommy McNichols.
All right.
It's all here.
5.
Number 5.
5.
Costume was made, basically for the light, and we switched positions on New Year's Day to try to get the outline for the lights, and this is the way we had it made this year with all the acetate and all like this, and we new innovation with summer jobs with the opening in the bottom of the sleeve to give some air and movement of the bottoms of the sleeves that give you a lot more, you know, leeway, especially in the hot summer days like in July. So this is what we're hoping is going to be a first prize suit once again. This will be maybe the 5th one in a row instead of the 4th. The club marches on 2nd Street to bring some happiness to our community. Around at Christmas time, you know, we just don't parade New Year's Day. We do it all year round. And this day here, we bring a little bit of Santa Claus to 2nd Street. We go around to shut-in people in our community. We're just a big part of our community because a lot of us don't live in the South Philadelphia area anymore. We were born and raised there. We've moved away, but we always come back. Now we take our Santa Claus around and tell them, you know, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's with some candy canes and some, you know, a lot of fun. It is a tradition of the club. We've been doing it for at least 20, 25 years. I've been in the band for 22 years myself, and I can remember sitting on Santa Claus's lap and looking forward to having Santa Claus come to my door, my grandmother's house in South Philly. And it's been going on every year, and people look for us to be there. We have moved away from the South Philly area. Some fellows have moved to Delaware County. A lot of people have migrated up to Jersey. But we come home. It's like coming home to South Philadelphia, and we come home on Tuesday nights. We come home in the wintertime on Sundays also, and our families come with us. And it is a family-oriented type of thing, and it happens in every band. I know an awful lot, and I know a lot of the fancy clubs do the same thing. We come home here to Philly. We call it our home because I'm proud of it. I'll take anybody into Quaker City String Band, into the club, and they'll feel at home too.
A little girl was sick? I didn't miss her. I have her on my list. You tell her I'll be around Christmas morning. All right? I didn't miss her. And tell her to take care, and I'll be around Christmas morning with all the presents.
What we're doing with the theme is Celebration Philadelphia Live. And what we attempt to show the judges and the people of Philadelphia are the various celebrations the city has throughout the year. Freedom Week, Super Sunday, and the Mummers Day Parade, of course, which is one of the biggest. And we're depicting the different celebrations with a very elaborate suit and presentation to that effect.
I always look for the one person that maybe didn't smile before I got there. If I made them smile, it makes my whole day. String bands right now they bring more happiness to more people than you could ever imagine. You couldn't even think. Billions, trillions, anything you can think about. they brought happiness to so many people. And that's the thing to me. I brought a little bit of happiness to one person. It makes my whole day on New Year's Day or any time being a member of a string band.
I have a very poor opinion in some parts of the country. And they want to dispel it. And they want to bring out the best of happening and showing what it is and the spirit of it. I also had a man in my office this morning who's writing a book on various special events and ethnic happenings in America. And he wants to put the mummers in there. And I spent some time, as some of our other people did with him today, and he's more interested in the flavor of it, why they do it, what the reaction is. All right, so we'll eat, and then I'll talk to you later.
The judges for the Mummers Parade are distinguished Philadelphians who have some expertise in the various aspects of the parade.
You figure by 6 o'clock we're voting? 6 o'clock. Well, I'm glad. I wanted that. Oh, Lizzie, hi, we're going to be together. Nice to see you. I don't know what the brigades are. They're marvelous. I asked for a change. I hadn't been to the fancies for 3 years. So it was fun. But I wanted to, oh, they're the gorgeous ones. They're the ones with the great big, oh, God, tell her, Frank. Oh, they're beautiful. There's great big capes and all kinds of, I don't know, they've got the glamour. They in the string band are glamour. You really hit it. Well, you're an artist, and this is a marvelous place for both of you. You know Frank over everybody knows Frank.
We have people who are in the fashion business and the costume business who are in a position to evaluate and to grade the types of costumes. Most of the judges are from the media, either newspaper, television, or radio, or universities and colleges, and outstanding citizens who have some knowledge of these various presentations that are made by the various units.
Joe, this is the size of the feather we're going to put on the design over here on the bottom after it's cut out.
All right, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to block this out. I'm going to make a window in here, and we'll line this here. This will be lined all along here. Okay?
Right, and this will be a cutout, right?
This will be a cutout.
Such as what? I mean,
I don't know. You going to talk about Jimmy? What's this? Jimmy's 25th year?
It's our captain's 25th year. That's captaining on Broad Street, and we're trying to make this one of the big shows, the big shows of our history for him. And I always get a big kick because I was the youngest captain on Broad Street until Jimmy Donaghy came in, and he knocked me out of the box, and he was the youngest, so we always kid about that, you know. And I was the captain of Garden State, and Jimmy came in with South Philadelphia String Band.
Here we have a captain's suite, which of course is normally more elaborate than the members. This is for South Philadelphia String Band. This is for Captain Jim Donaghy. He'll be parade New Year's Day. Some of the features are the brocade, gold brocade, and the motifs in gold, and some of the slung sequin. It's all hand sewn. The pleated sleeve, double pleated sleeve, and the boa feather, which is very, very costly. And so this boa feather is split. This is what makes it soft. Each piece, each quill is split, making it soft. You also have velvet on the side panels. And it's following in the same theme as the members, only much more elaborate.
No club sees one another's suits. They're kept strictly secret.
Let's see how that looks on you there now.
That looks all right now, doesn't it?
How's that feel by your ears here?
Is it pressing up against the side of your jaw? Is that going to bother the guys in any way?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't think so. No.
You sure?
No, I don't think so. I think that'll be all right. You know.
Okay.
I think that's going to give, you know, the dimension we want.
A little bit better effect on that?
Yeah, I think that's what we want, like right down the sides there, you know?
All right, yeah, because
Because it'll give a little bit
I don't want
either
them
way.
to cut into the side of their jaws in any way possible, because this way it's going to be bothersome New Year's Day.
Right.
Okay, it's not too bad then. That's pretty good.
No, I think it's real good now.
Okay. You want to stand back just a little bit, Jim? I see how the legs on that hat.
All right.
Okay, looks good.
Is that all right
fine,
now?
very fine, yeah. That'd be a nice piece of hat there to walk up the street with.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I've been working for the club since it started, and this is their 24th year that they're going out on the street. I guess I was about 12. That's how I started, through my dad. I used to make dummies for them, sew them, different things, you know, paint their shoes. And then when they formed the fancy division, I started to help them.
And then we'll use it when you're through, all right?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, hon.
All right. I'll bring a couple down tomorrow. Don't tell me you don't have no brushes.
Little pep round. Yeah. All I'm going to tell you is, drill hard enough. If we have a problem with the music, which I don't anticipate, but if we do have a problem with the music, we're going to drill just like we're drilling the last 18 weeks.
Everybody counts.
Everybody counts. Everybody moves together. I can't emphasize that enough. When one guy moves, it better be 40 guys moving. Bang! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll bring this thing home. Go take a look at the suits. Take a look at the float. Come on around and see what they're doing. And we're going to beat them. I'm telling you, they're going to beat them. We're going to beat them, and we're going to beat them bad like we did 2 years ago. That ain't no bullshit. They got to come and they got to beat us because they're all behind us. Remember that. Okay? Everybody up the club, finish the back pieces. Let's go.
All right, we know.
Yeah, buddy. All right, let's go.
Take the money up the club.
Today's my son's birthday. 6 years ago, at this time, we were pretty well busy, just like we are now, you know. And I was up to costuming, I was building a suit. I get a phone call from a friend of mine, and he said that my wife wants me home right away. So I said, well, what's the matter? She said, well, she's about to go to the hospital with the baby. Right? I said, well, can't she wait? You know? So I called home, and I finally got her. And finally, we left about 5:30. I got to the hospital just as the baby was being born. She came down, and to make a long story short, she was rather mad. She's still mad over it. And then I topped it off. I wanted to name the baby after the costumer, right, instead of her father. And that all kinds of hell broke loose. You had to be there, you know what I mean? They really appreciate it. But things ain't been the same since.
What we say we're going to do with the top ones, Tom, you remember?
Your number now.
Pretty.
It closes up like this.
Oh, it's like magnets.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a magnet. It's beautiful. Look at it, how long.
Yeah, that.
Oh, sure, he's tall. She's
Well, I'm
tall.
helping out. See, then this portion actually hooks to the back of the headpiece. And one of our main gimmicks this year is going to be that when I go around the judges, this whole undergarment is going to be covered with this cape. So all you're going to see is my head and this hair.
The plumes are very expensive nowadays because there's only one place in the city that handles them. $32 a dozen. The different size plumes at different price. Years ago, we used to go out with like 12 dozen on each back piece. Now, you pick out your special suits and you put them on them because they're too expensive anymore. And they're very hard to get a hold of.
theater, they say the war of the grease paint. In mummery, we say the war of the staple gun.
Plumes, we treat them as their gold. We protect them all the way up the street. Nobody gets near them. And when we get by the hall, they come right off and get locked in a truck. They come down the club. They get taken off the back piece, stored in boxes, and stored away. So nobody can get to them or wreck them.
Thank you. Charlie Rhodes, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, first walked into this club and paraded. And I can remember saying what I said that evening, and I'll have to repeat it. We do it together, 100%. But I want to leave you with one thing. Everybody keeps on saying, you've won 3 years, you've won 4 years, you've won 2 years. If I never ever win again, I love it. But the thing is, I need you. You don't need me. Thanks, Bob.
On their way to Jersey, everybody's on their way to have some fun. Now it's not to get the air that they're going over there. There's something doing, there's something doing. Oh boy, a bucket of joy is better than 3 and 2 in good old Jersey. It's not the dividends you gotta pay. Just hop on a bus and tell a man you wanna go where they rush the can. Everybody's on their way to Jersey. Oh, everybody's on their way to Jersey. Everybody's on their way to have some fun. Now it's not to get the air that they're going over there. There's something doing, there's something brewing. Oh boy, a bucket of joy. It's better than 3 and 2 in good old Jersey. It's not the dividends they have to pay. Just hop on a bus and tell a man you want to know where they rush the can. Everybody's on their way to Jersey. Oh, oh, oh. Hey. Little music! Hey, Vic. Watch the hall. Hi, Ma. Hi, don't fuck off. Hi, Ma. I'm in the handsome costume category, you know?
And what really kills you, you know, you're tired, you're beat, and you're up there and some lady in the side says, come on, strap, you can do it. You're dead.
Now, when you get to the end.
And when you get to the end, you hope to hell somebody has a good can of beer there. He's doing it to me, you know? Maybe come in first prize this year, huh?
What can we do here? Well, here, walk me on Broad Street. You following them? No way. Wait, I want to get the makeup on first.
No, you can do that second. Oh, wait a minute. Don't you think? Wait a minute, where the hell are you going to stop? That's the back of my neck.
Who have one? Who have one?
The last one.
Anybody out there? Who have one? Let's step up and get a champagne, fellas. Watch the guys with suits. Watch the guys with the suits. Who have one? Making more noise than all of us together. Would you please all move forward? Please. You think I'm going to get it by myself? You guys are wacky. What? Yeah, Harry knows. Please, if you're going to aim them, don't aim at the fellows with the suits on. We'll put Wait. I'd like to ask all the men to uncover, please.
Everybody gets
Take your hat off, Uncle Al. That's what I said. This is the worst time of the year for any of us around here that has this job to do. It's especially toughish. I'd like to ask you all to bow your head. Remember our deceased members. Thank you. Now, I'd just like to say that you fellows worked hard all year for what you got on your back now and what you're going to get up at the end of Broad Street there this afternoon. We marched to one drummer today. That'll be Bobby Quayle. You don't pay any attention to anybody else but Bobby. And actually Harry when he's giving out the musical selections. I'd like to, Bobby, I'd like to say one more thing, and then you can take over. I've been around here for a few years, but I want you people all to know, your wives, girlfriends, and everybody concerned, this has been the happiest year I ever had in Quaker City. All right. Thank you.
Well, they usually get me to do the toast, and I always say we're going to have a swell time and all, but I'm afraid today's going to be tough. I really believe it. And so you had to work hard today. This suit is going to be hard to carry. And I want you to say, just give me today. Give me today like you've been giving me all year, and we'll come back with it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wait a minute, I want to look at the floor.
theme this year is the world of the unknown. It comes from a member in the club who has an idea, drew up the idea that he had, sketched it out, and presented it to a board. We call it the costume committee. And along with his drawing and the other drawings of the other members, we sat down and we just picked 3 suits out of it, and then we go with the number 1 suit. We want to get the most votes, and that happened to be the world of the unknown.
How you doing? Okay, how about yourself, huh? You having a good day? Is that all Coca-Cola? No, it's all right. Happy New Year. They're good people for us. They keep you warm. Joey, over here, Joe! Come on, Joey! Come on, over here!
go mummers weight. If you start out with 50, 60, 100 pounds now, every block you add 10. So if you start out with 100, by the time you get to Broad and Spring Garden, that's 400, you know. Every feather starts, take a feather off, you know, take something. Call that mummer's weight. Beautiful job.
If you're going to run away, I'm not running.
I'm not. Hey,
I'm not running.
They gave us hell.
Because the only one that's going to hurt is you.
Hi, Joe.
You're going to hurt because you're going to be running.
No, it's the end.
No more running.
Nice and easy, all right?
That's it.
It wasn't our fault.
I tell you, I waited for Fralinger. I told him, I said, I am not running.
They did it to us when I was up there. They ran our balls off.
You can't run. It's no fun. Who's having fun?
I don't like it.
I don't like it. Got to be there. Hey, you.
We're not going anywhere now.
How's your wife?
Fine, thanks.
No, I was asking for it. Good. I have two little girls.
Hey,
great. Hey,
you want it? I ain't going anywhere.
so lots of luck, guys.
Yeah,
really.
too.
Please tell them don't run.
What do you think?
That's tremendous. I like it.
Well, you don't get surprised?
What?
Well, the problem I have, the problem I have is when I go out of town, like Baltimore or Boston or Ohio, where my roots are, and try to explain this, nobody can understand it. It's hard to explain what a mummers parade is. So what I've been asking people is, how would you explain this to the people back home?
You just do the mummers strut for them.
They think you're crazy.
Quaker City throws one big fun-filled extravaganza to start the 80s for us. Talk about the Mummers Parade, Super Sunday, the Festival of the Arts, Freedom Week. They're all choreographed together to catch the Philly Fever live. Quaker City is going to do that right now. The crowd roaring as they've moved up to the line. They're in their position, and we're just about set to go, along with their captain, Bob Shannon Jr.,
who happens to be 6 foot 10 inches. A towering captain. I believe he's the tallest
as captain in the entire Mama's Day Parade.
76ers have their eye on him, I understand.
And he is noted for his unusual costuming over the years, ever since he's been with the band, and certainly this presentation isn't going to be any different.
Let's listen. Quaker City, their celebration, Philadelphia Live. With the bottom of his costume.
I told you that he is always noted for...
I've never been with a band in all my life that can take a bad prize so gentle when everybody knows they done their bit, and what may, and we're all still buddies, and we want to do it better, much better next year. And this is what they say, what they mean. This is a family band. We have our families to contend with.
The ironic part of this whole thing is, and it really is funny, this guy had the audacity, I mean the audacity, to want to be in an organization of good guys. Yeah! Smile, smile. And he used to be in buildings with string bands. So I said to him upstairs, gee, Joe, I'm sorry. He said, what do I have to be sorry for? Because I got first prize right now anyway.
Come on, fellas, the first prize string band is now in their clubhouse. Let's really go up there and make their walls shake. Really congratulate them.